How is it going then, everybody? I hope you're all doing very well. Welcome back to another video here on our channel. I'm the FIFA Analyst, and today we're going to be answering a question which I get asked all the time. So I thought it'd just be easier for me to create a video on it, because it's not as simple as just saying this is this and this is where you should finish sort of thing. So we are going to be discussing, I am Division 2, where should I be finishing in FUT Champs? I'm Division 1, where should I be finishing in FUT Champs? All of that sort of stuff. And how Division Rivals has a correlation to your FUT Champs record. So a bit laid back, something you can probably chuck on in the background while you're doing whatever you're doing. I hope you're all doing well, though. Thank you for tuning into the video, as always. It is greatly appreciated. The support on the channel recently has been fantastic, so thank you for that. I appreciate it. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and that's kind of enough of me talking to you guys about trying to do that. So let's crack on with it. So first of all, the Division Rivals to FUT Champs record correlation. What does it mean? Now, Division Rivals, in my opinion, is a little bit more of a testing ground, or it's a bit more of a true reflection of where a player, or what a player's level is. And the reason for this is because Division Rivals and FUT Champs matchmaking system is a little bit different. Now, Rivals, in a sense, this year, don't know why, EA have managed to mess it up in a sense that if you're 2,200 skill rating, you can match someone else that's borderline Division 1, 1,900 skill rating. So that's where kind of the issue lies. But more than that, you should theoretically be matching people on your level every single game in Division Rivals. The only difference is that it's not as precise as it was last year. What is FUT Champs? The matchmaking is so skew-if and can be manipulated in so many ways that a champs record doesn't necessarily show the true ability of that player. Okay, so that's kind of the first, put it out there, right? If you're sat here and you're saying, I am Division 1 and I'm at 1,900, 2,000 skill rating, where should I be finishing? That's a big question that I get all the time. As a whole, probably Gold 1, give or take. Now, that's not, yes, that is, the rule that it should be, and that's where you should finish. No, that is, take it with a pinch of salt. A Division 1 player that's 2,000 skill rating can finish in the elite bracket more than comfortably, because they might not play a massive amount of Rivals, and you may be sat at 1,800 skill rating and might finish in Elite 3. It really, really is so skew-if, right? If you're Division 2 and below, so Division 2 to Division 3, I would expect you to finish in Gold. Gold 3 to Gold 2, really. And if you're any lower than that, and this is if you play Rivals consistently, you play a fair few games in a week, in your, say, Division 5, you should probably be getting about Silver at some point, whether that's Silver 1, getting the 11 wins or not. So the main reason for this, as I said, is because the difference with Rivals and Champs is that Champs can be so manipulated with cherry picking, and the fact that the form in itself. So if you don't know, FUT Champs form, the way you're ranked and the way your matches are searched by, is theoretically +1 win gives you 1 point in Weekend League, and a loss gives you -1. You cannot be any less than 0 form. So if you lose your first 5 games, you're still on 0 form. It doesn't matter. You're still on 0 form. If you win your first 5 games, you're on 5 form. You will theoretically match someone that's within 3 of you. So you could be 5-0 and you can match someone that's on 2 form. You could match someone that's on 8 form. It's within 3, and that goes all the way up to 15. If you win 15 games in a row, you're 15 form, and if you win 20 games in a row, you're still on 15 form. It's a maximum of 15, and this is why the matchmaking system in Champs is a little bit different, because it can be manipulated in a way by playing home only, not readying up, all that sort of stuff. Whereas with Rivals, you are really only matching people on your level. Now, the difference for people that are really high skill rating in Division 1, so we know that to get to Division 1 you need 1,900 skill rating. For you could be 2,400, 2,500, 2,600 skill rating and still match someone at 1,900 skill rating Division 1. And the reason why EA do this is because they don't want your queue times when you're at, that high level to be through the roof. Different regions, so like NA, they are still quite high. But for yourself at that level, obviously, yeah, you know, if you're 2,400 skill rate, you're going to be finishing in the league. No questions asked, really. And that kind of separates where it is. That kind of answers the question. When people say I am Division 2 and I'm finishing Gold 3, why is that? I'm higher than I was last year. It's because the matchmaking on Division Rivals isn't as precise as it was last year. So that's why you may be sitting here watching this and going, I'm a higher rank in Division Rivals, but I'm not higher in Champs. Why is that? That answers the question, because EA, you know, the matchmaking this year in Division Rivals isn't as good as it should be, but it's still better than the Champ system. So if you are sat here and you're saying, why am I where I am, you know, so on, don't worry about it so much. The Division Rivals is the practice ground. It is the training ground. You're matching people on your level. Your win percentage is going to be so much 50. It's going to be 50-50 in Division Rivals because you're matching someone on your level. While as Champs, if you're 17 wins out of 30, it's higher than 50. If you're Gold 1 out of, you know, 30 games, 20 wins out of 30, it's higher than 50%. So that's what a Champs and matchmaking, in my opinion, is a little bit skew-if and not really where I want it to be, right? I think the training, like, to really see a player's ability, it should be done where a pro player is playing a pro player all the time. Because what you tend to find, and this is the same with other esports games that use like a ladder system, the same as Rivals, most people will have, the top players will have like a 55% win ratio, because if you get, they'll have a 70% as they start making their way up the ladder, and then as they start to match people on their level, everyone has this, you know, their scale of where they stand and where they are. If you're a division, let's say if you're a Gold 2 player, Gold 1 player, you will beat all the silver guys, Gold 3, and then as you start to get to it, you start to just match people on your level. You only play them over and over and over again. You're not going to go and, even if you play 1,000 games in a week, you're still not going to go and be the best player in the world because you're playing people on your level. That's kind of a bit of a topic for a different day, I suppose, when it comes to that front, to be honest with you. And yeah, as I said, the Division Rivals isn't really where it should be, and the Champs matchmaking isn't where it should be. But that answers the question of, I am Gold 1, and I'm Division 1, I'm at the highest skill rate I've been. Why am I finishing there? It's just because Division Rivals this year isn't as good as it should be in terms of the matchmaking. So that's why I say, you know, when obviously I coach, I ask, where do you finish in Champs? Division Rivals, I'm not too fussed with, because it just seems to be a little bit all over the place. And I contradict myself a little bit there, but that is kind of where it is on that front. So that answers the question. If you are sat at a certain level when it comes to Division Rivals and Champs, don't worry about it so much. Champs is where most people tend to take their competitiveness, but really Division Rivals is where people should be focusing. But because the rewards aren't necessarily as good, that's why Champs has that ground on it. So if you enjoyed the video, please let me know by giving it a like. Just a bit more laid back, just a little bit more of a conversation really with you guys. Let me know what you think down below in the comment section. Whether you guys at in terms of your Champs and your Division Rivals, to see that correlation, and you guys can let me know down in the comment section to see if my theory of Rivals this year, you may be a higher rank than when you were last year, but your Champs record may be the same, is right. So let me know down in the comment section. Interesting to hear your thoughts. Thank you all for tuning into the video. I appreciate it. Leave a like, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye.